Fundamentally, my strategy is all about keeping it as simple as you possibly can and essentially minimizing the risk of ever losing money. Our strategy is about buying in the best quality location that you can buy in. Meaning if you grew up in Brisbane or you grew up in, Adelaide, wherever it is, the best locations are as close as possible to the major city. So you want to be buying the best asset you can buy as close as possible to whatever the major city is. Whether you're in Sydney or Adelaide or Brisbane, what they look like is going to be different naturally because we have different dwelling types. In some of those locations, apartments will be okay. In others, you'd never buy an apartment and you'd only buy a house or potentially a townhouse or something like that. Generally, we're only buying established real estate, stuff that's been around for 50, 60, 70 years. And the reason for that is because the properties are fully depreciated and all the value is in the land that they're sitting on, not the beautiful dwelling sitting on top of them. And they're areas that are tried and tested. In the real estate world, good quality areas generally get much better over time. They don't get worse. Point Piper, for example, the most expensive suburb in Australia. Do you think it's going to be more or less expensive in 50 years' time? I would argue Black and Blue is going to be a lot more expensive than it is right now. And real estate there right now is going to seem like a bargain. Point Piper for most people is not an area that they'd be able to afford to buy in, but that's the fundamentals of how you think about it. And we don't try and chase the hotspot and try and make $1 gazillion overnight because yes, you may get it right, but you also may not. And again, if we're trying to minimize as much risk as possible, that's a much higher risk strategy because you're investing in locations that generally haven't performed in times gone by.